John. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So this is a big day.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, how you feeling?
I feel good. I feel good about the work that we've been doing.
Okay. You definitely made a lot of progress. I will tell you just based on my own personal assessment of you from our first session to today, you have made leaps and bounds as far as progress. So in reference to that, we did have a couple of goals that we were trying to work on. And the first one was just acceptance of HIV. You started making a lot of progress even by our second session. So um, I believe that you've done really well in that area. How do you feel that
I feel a lot better. Going to the peer support groups have been helping. Um, Accepting my
you've
new
done?
my status. It's not new anymore. Um, but it's it's helped going to groups and help letting me know that I'm not the only one out there and that it is okay. So hopefully can work out and tell my sister soon. So
Wow, wow. So that actually brings up one of the goals that we didn't decide to go with, but we did talk about telling other people. And you said you were close to your sister, um, so you were actually thinking about telling her about your HIV diagnosis.
yeah,
Okay, wow, that's awesome. That's really awesome.
so I mean, don't know when I'll do it, but going to going to peer support groups and having people to talk to and hearing their stories has been really helpful. So
Okay, so does it make you feel like you're not alone?
yeah,
Yeah, that's good. So, in your peer support groups, have they talked about coming out to loved ones? And
yeah,
okay, so that's making you feel more confident. And
yes.
that's good. That's good.
Hearing other people's stories, some people have stories where their families aren't accepting, and some people have stories where they are accepting. So um, kind of can see what to expect on either end.
Okay. And how does that make you feel? Family doesn't accept it.
Um, it would be hard, um, but um, I can't continue hiding myself. Yeah, it's not making me happy. So they can accept me or not, but I have to start living my life.
That's great. That's great. I think you'll feel like you have a weight lifted off your chest when you can finally talk to someone and just have it out there.
Yeah.
So, as far as HIV diagnosis itself and your health, how are you feeling regarding that?
I feel great. I've been keeping up with my regimen, um, so just trying not to get sick, which
Okay.
is hard in an office.
I bet.
So just trying to keep my health up.
Good, good. And that actually leads to the second goal that we talked about, which was alcohol consumption.
Mm.
Um, when we met earlier on in our sessions, you said that you were having 2 or 3 drinks a night. So our goal was 1 to 2. So how do you feel you're doing with alcohol consumption now?
I've actually started going to AA meetings and NA meetings,
Good.
so I've decided that I can't continue drinking anymore. If I want to be healthy, I can't continue drinking. So I'm sober.
Wow. Wow. So you'd say probably on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as improvement, with 10 being the best, would you rate yourself like 9, 10,
Yeah, I'd go with a 9.
9? Okay. Okay. That's fair. I would actually rate you the same as far as my own assessment. That's amazing. Um, wow. And how does that make you feel? Just not drinking.
Um, it was hard at first,
Mhm.
um, but then I started realizing how dependent I was on drinking, and it did not make me feel feel so good about my situation. So I needed to take control of that, and then um, go to meetings and recognize I couldn't control everything. So
What are
with
you
my drinking,
trying to take control of with the drinking?
um, being gay and not telling my family, and my newly revealed HIV status. So um, those led me to drink more. So um, I I needed to feel like I had some control. So but now with going to groups, um, I realized that that really wasn't the best way to try to do that. So and us talking about it made me realize that I should really closely examine how I was living. And if I want to remain healthy, I can't continue to drink because it's a slippery slope, drinking and using, and that's not going to keep me healthy.
You're definitely right. One substance can lead to another. It could be a downhill spiral. So I'm really glad that you see that for yourself and you saw that before it turned into that type of situation. So now that you've stopped drinking, how do you feel? Are you feeling more energetic? You feel healthier?
Yeah, I have more time to do things, um, activities, and not just sitting at a bar. Like I don't really want to do that anymore. So I
Betting it's less expensive as well.
yeah, I was gonna say that. I have more money to do other things. Like I'm saving up to go on a trip. So
Amazing. Okay. Who are you taking this trip with?
just me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Some self exploration and
Yeah.
getting into your. That's awesome. I would always recommend that at least once in your lifetime, you just go by yourself. You know, live by your own rules. So I'm glad that you're feeling so upbeat. Amazing. Um, and your peer support group. So that was actually a goal that we had to find one and to start attending on a regular basis. So you've already said that you find one. How often are you attending?
I go twice a week,
Okay.
and then I go to an NA meeting or an AA meeting every day.
Wow. Okay. Wow. It sounds like you can't get enough of your peer support groups.
I
And
really don't.
are they? Okay. And that feels and that fits into your schedule just fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can go on lunch breaks to an NA or an AA meeting. I can even go late at night if I need to. And after work, I go to my HIV peer support groups.
That's you're doing way better than we even had hoped for from our first session. So you can see that. I mean, just you just from our first time, you didn't have any support. Um, you didn't have any medical information. You were feeling hopeless. You couldn't come out to anyone. You didn't have support, and now like now look at you. You have peer support groups, you have people to talk to, you're going to NA and AA. I mean, you have really taken some extra steps beyond what we had even planned for. So you're definitely on a road to success. And I'm really happy that you are feeling, you know, this, feeling this alive, just feeling this level of acceptance and understanding that HIV is not who you are, it's a diagnosis, but you have a life and you're clearly living it. You're planning a trip. I mean, you're doing things that some people, you know, are not even at a point to do in their lives, and there's nothing going on with them. So I'm glad that you have this opportunity to appreciate life. Is that what it feels like for you?
Yeah, it feels like a new lease on life.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, if I could ask you from our first session to now, how do you feel you're doing?
Um, like I almost, I don't know. I feel like a different person. Like I, I was so stuck when we first started, and I feel like now I'm like learning tools that I can use um, to kind of pull myself up
Mhm.
and just start living my life and start moving on. I got the diagnosis and it was devastating, but I still have my life and I can still live. So I want to do that.
Good, 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 good. And you're adapting methods to help pull yourself up as you move forward in your progress toward coming out, toward acceptance, being being sober, and attending your peer support groups. Do you think that there would be any barriers along the way? Anything, any obstacles that may still impede you from being fully successful that you have to work on?
I think when I finally come out to my parents, if they're not accepting, that would be hard. That'd be a barrier, but I can't I can't let that stop me. I can't let that be a permanent barrier. So going to peer support groups and being with people that are supportive of me, I think that will help. So just like maintaining contact with people
Okay.
and not letting myself kind of like recede from society and just um, uh, yeah isolating. Um, I don't want to isolate. That's a trigger for me to use. So I'm going to work on getting a sponsor so that they can help me stay sober, and which will be helpful when I'm dealing with coming out to my parents.
I'm glad that you recognize that your coping mechanism is isolation. Because you definitely don't want to fall into that pit of being away from people and support. So, even though coming out to your parents could be a barrier, did you feel like because you have a peer support group and you've been going to AA and NA that you could deal with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Okay. Now we didn't really make coming out as a goal, but is that one of your goals now to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've kind of reached the goals that we had set before, and so we had talked about it about me coming out, and I wasn't comfortable with it. But now that I've done more work and have accepted myself more, and decided that I want to um, kind of just live and be myself, I think that would be a step to take. Um, said I don't know when I'd take it, but I'm working up to it. Um,
I'm 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 happy that you're considering it. When we first came together, you weren't considering it. At least wasn't off. It was off the table. So I'm glad that you are at that point. Of course, like you said, no rush. Do it at your own pace. But I am happy that it's a consideration. I was concerned about the secrets that you had, compounding secrets. It can be flooding. It could be drowning for you. You know, you can feel like you're just drowning in your own secrets, and to have that relief, I think you would feel amazing about yourself. And I'm happy you have a peer support group and other groups, just in case there is rejection as a result of that. But ultimately, you could live knowing that you've come out and you are who you are. You have that. So that's awesome. So just really based on these sessions so far, I really feel like you have exceeded my expectations. Um, if I could rate you on a scale of 1 to 10 for just your acceptance, I think I'd put you at a 9. You know, I could give you a 10 when you finally come out, but you had a 9. The same for your alcohol consumption. That's amazing. And kudos seriously for going out and joining an AA group and an NA group. That really shows that you are getting a handle on this and you're taking charge in your life and in your health. And your peer support groups, I give you a 10 on that. I mean, you not only found one, you found several. So you're doing an excellent job in taking care of yourself. Um, so really, just based on my assessment of you, I really don't feel as though we need to continue sessions. You're doing awesome where you are. But if you do feel like you want to come see me after our follow-up sessions, we would have to go back through another assessment process all over again, just so you are aware. However, I will say that I do recommend that we follow up in a month from now, and that I would like to meet once a month for the next 3 months, just to see how you're doing and how you're progressing. And would you be willing to come in once a month? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, if you're happy with that, are you happy with your progress? Do you have any concerns or questions of me as we work through this last session?
Um, I don't think so.
Okay. I think you're in a good place. I'm really proud of you. So I will see you back in a month.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.